The state of Kansas is battling a shortage of attorneys, particularly in rural counties. Now, last December, the Kansas Supreme Court created a special committee to examine unmet legal needs related to the shrinking number of lawyers throughout the state. Now, in part one of my special report, I take a closer look at the problems the attorney shortage is creating in Southeast Kansas.
Monday, I was in a felony docket with Judge Kreitz here in Allen County, a Zoom docket with Judge Alquist in Neosho County on domestic cases. I had cases in Bourbon County at 1:30, child needed care case in Wilson County, which is Fredonia, at 2:30.
If you said Jacob Manbeck is a busy man, you wouldn't be wrong. He runs a general practice law firm in Iola, Kansas. He also takes on a number of court-appointed cases that keep him on the move in at least 8 different counties in Southeast Kansas.
There's not an extremely high caseload. There's just a shortage of attorneys.
Missouri touts 4 attorneys for every 1,000 residents in the state. Compare that to Oklahoma at 3.4. But in Kansas, there are only 2.7 active lawyers for every 1,000 people. And 80% of the Sunflower State's attorneys live in 6 counties.
When you talk to those recruiters, they'll tell you that they have people that have graduated and they want to live in Wichita, they want to live in the Kansas City area, maybe the Topeka, the Lawrence area. They don't want to come to rural Kansas.
Jerry Hathaway is the Allen County District Attorney. He and Manbeck are 2 of the 12 total attorneys who call Allen County home. With fewer lawyers like them in rural counties, that attorney-to-resident ratio expands.
In the 31st Judicial District, and that includes Allen County, there's 1 attorney for every 772 residents. But in the district that includes Bourbon, Lynn, and Miami counties, there's 1 lawyer for every 1,038 people.
As the prosecutor, Hathaway says he sees the shortage most on the defendant's side of the courtroom.
The majority of the time they spend with their client is before, a docket in court. And so they're rushing around, meeting with their clients, doing the docket in court, and then in the afternoon they've got to be down in Parsons or they've got to be in Fort Scott or something, and they have to do it all over again.
They've had to go up to the Kansas City metro area or different areas of the state to find an attorney to represent one of our local defendants.
Like many counties in Southeast Kansas, Cherokee County Sheriff David Grove says the attorney shortage trickles down to his jail too, with longer stays for inmates between court proceedings.
Somebody that's arrested today probably isn't going to get through the process within 2 years.
And a bigger stack of cases for rural attorneys.
I think that here lately, within the last few years, it seems that the cases maybe haven't increased in volume, but they've increased in intensity, which requires a lot more work.
But for attorneys like Manbeck, they'll continue to weather the shortage storm.
I am from Humboldt. My wife is from Iola. Ever since I was a little kid, I wanted to come back and practice in my hometown.
Just to keep that sense of small-town pride alive.
Well, coming up a little later in the show, we meet a Pittsburgh attorney who is serving on the Kansas Rural Justice Initiative Committee. We also look at possible solutions the committee is pursuing to help curb the Kansas attorney shortage.